What's happening, captains? Welcome to another episode of the Zay and Jay Show, where we gonna review not a show but a movie today. And I'm your host Zay with my co-host Jay. Today we got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Reboot.
prequel, reboot, B-boot. Yeah.
Pre-boot.
Because it's just actually it's kind of like a continuation, but not from the last. It's like a because the one that it's from was not the original one, so it's like a reboot of a reboot.
You could do so.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird that they reboot something that's a true story, but you know.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's
like there's some
right.
true stories. Like there was nothing really I disliked. Like my dislikes are pretty. Like it's like what? Like
okay,
it's
let's get that out the way. I'll say my first one was okay. So what I did like, I know we said this way. So what I did like about this movie was like it wasn't like basic Texas Chainsaw of some people taking a trip or exploring the area and then boom, it was, I mean, kind of, sort of. It was more like go somewhere, we thought we had it right, we was wrong. So like it was they fault this time is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
that's what I liked about it. But what I disliked was, so when they go to the house, you know what I'm saying, doing the whole telling the old lady she doesn't live in the house and everything, and come to find out that she did clear it up with the bank and stuff because she had the deed. But I would think, they just up and called the police like, oh yeah, come take this old lady out. And I'm like, well,
and they just did it.
Yeah, if she had the shit, when they ask,
often
like,
a nigga
okay,
gets the cops and they be like, oh, get this old lady.
I agree too.
Huh?
So yeah, I was just like, they didn't do nothing to even like make sure. And she was like, I don't have to show y'all nothing, but she did it. Like, what the fuck, you in my house? But my biggest thing was just like, the police, they just went up and took her out. They didn't check to see if she had it. And, if it was clear with the bank months ago or whatever, when they would have known about it, Yeah.
I think he was on some shiesty shit from the start.
Said, fuck it. What you need me to do?
But my big dislike.
That makes sense.
Yeah, my big dislike is how dumb these motherfuckers were. Out of all the ones I've seen, they gotta be the stupidest motherfuckers I've seen in any movie. Nah, it's a scary movie, but it was just like
I got a worse movie for you.
Made it less like I was like, oh, I was like,
it was one black guy and 3 white girls.
And
that should already.
The one thing that I was like it was so obvious what was gonna go down when the lady went in the cardiac arrest and she's like, oh, get her to the hospital. And why the wife is like, I'm gonna go with her. For what?
I guess because I thought they were feeling guilty because whatchamacallit was gonna go with her at first.
What?
Because they just got this lady. That's why they were like all sad. They're like, damn, we just killed this lady. That was the whole point.
No.
I mean, but they did. That's the whole point. It was they
old
fault.
Lady.
It was their fault
some
that she
creepy
died.
ass motherfucker goes in the back of the car. Are you going with them?
No, they was checking on the old lady, but it is their fault that the old lady got to this point. That's why they cared so much. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at you. I'm not going back. No
niggas is going in.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna go see what you say. Nah,
one black guy, 3 white women. What are you expecting?
I would not even claim that that guy's black. He mixed.
We can get into his background story.
He mixed.
I don't know.
He mixed. Cause ain't no way. You go into the building, you see a Confederate flag, you just like, yeah, let me get that.
He saw money in his eyes. He didn't give a fuck about none of that other shit. He saw money. Bet we about to make bread off this shit. So yeah, so I mean, I like you said, I would die riding in the back of that motherfucker with them, but I understood why she did it because I'd be like, oh damn, my bad.
And then the wife is like, oh yeah, they really need you to speak and shit. So I'll go. It's like, I ain't fucking killing. No, you go, you good.
No, she was trying to be Superman, I guess. I don't know.
Another thing that threw me off when they got pulled over by the cops. That was different.
He said, "Oh, you got some white women with you." Okay, cool.
No, usually, from what I remember, is usually you get stopped and they'll like, "Hey man, don't go that way. There's shit going on that way. Don't."
Well, if we taking it back, the cops was always like corrupt. Remember so like if we kick it back to what this one is after the 2003 one, I think 2003 one. Remember Leatherface and them family, the uncle or something, ended up killing the sheriff in the beginning of the movie, and then he took over being the sheriff, and that's how he stopped the kids and stuff, and shit start happening. But if you go back, then before that was it was the regular police force, but Bert, I think his name was Bert or Brett, I don't know. The one with Trey Songz. He was the Bert was like the leader of like the angry mob or whatever, and burned the house down. But the police was like telling them not to do that, but they did it anyway. So like, y'all did it anyway. So yeah, so no good cops ever in this. I guess you could say they was good. They tried to be good.
It was kind of like a warning. Like he's like, oh yeah,
you going over here.
Yeah.
He said, just don't cause no trouble. We're not trying to go in there. We don't want to do that.
That's what it was like. Okay, that was weird. It's like, oh, okay. But I'm like, oh, black guy get pulled over by cops. I'm like, oh, no.
That's normal. They had to bring the social norms in.
It's like, oh. I'm thinking they was gonna get like, get out the car. Oh. It's like, oh, they just let him go. It's like, oh yeah, we know you. It's like,
he said, here, take my car. Call me if
call me if you need any help.
Yeah, call me if you need any help. I thought they was being sarcastic. I thought they was like threatening them, but not threatening them. So, get the fuck out of my face. Let us go. Yeah. So you wanted them to be racist? That's your dislike?
Yes. Yeah. Be realistic.
This is like the second
black man
black
get pulled
person.
over, cop 3 women in the car, and you just, here you go, man.
This is present day because they're riding in a Tesla.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you won't get popped. Yeah, I'm not saying that you won't. It doesn't depend on what day it is. Shit can happen whenever.
Like, oh, it's present day. It's like, okay, black man in a Tesla with 3 women, and he's driving. That sounds like a conflict.
In fact, they stopped the Tesla too. You know, what the fuck is that riding in our neighborhood?
After that big ass truck gassed them the fuck out. After that, they just let that motherfucker go. It's like, oh no, they pulled this nigga over. It's like,
I can see that. So I mean, in a way, it was racist because they did pull him over, but they didn't do nothing else.
I expected more racist.
Okay.
If you want to put a Tesla in the movie, make it real.
All right. I did not understand Okay, out of all the TCM movies I've seen, I'm saying this slowly because I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna be like, fuck editing this. I don't think I've ever seen Leatherface cut off his own people's face. That makes sense. Like, like
Yeah,
his
he cut off
people
his
have
mom's face.
died for a year, but he usually does it of the victims. Wait,
And
okay, okay,
ironically, that was the only face he cut.
true. But to be fair, it's technically not his people's. So
He's an orphan.
right, technically,
Yeah.
but I just didn't understand. But I got to where it was going. I got to the pretty girl variation of Mortal Kombat. So I was like, okay, like it makes sense, but I just didn't think he would cut off the lady's face that had been taken care of.
Yeah, and that was the only face he cut off. I was like, he's so.
Well, I mean, and then he dolled it up and everything too. So I figured he was gonna stick with it for a little bit. He said, "This me, fam." Hell yeah.
And nobody like typically somebody messes it up and he'll grab another face.
Yeah, did you also hear when they first got into the house, the old lady's house? She's like, "Oh, I wish I would have known he was having company. I would have put my face on." I was like,
I thought that's why I thought she was up to some shit. I was like,
"Yeah," I'm like,
know?
"What?" Yeah. So I don't know. I do wish they would explain like more of the lady of being like, "Oh, okay, I took him in after he was doing all that crazy shit. Told him you better calm the fuck down so they don't catch you." And that's why the chainsaws on the walls. Yeah, I was like, okay, all right. But yeah, I wish they would have went more into that. That was what I disliked, that they didn't go more into the older lady.
Yeah,
how Leatherface just
first 10 minutes in the fucking
just it was just like on the run and shit, and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this orphanage." Cool. Oh, bloody chainsaw and everything. So yeah, I wish they would explain that.
I would say to add on that, well, not to add on, a little later down the line when they took the fucking when she died, right? This is just like it was kind of like, was that like his trigger point just to start killing? He was just like, he was chilling and like he was literally chilling, just taking care of his mom, chilling, and then all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna break his arm and kill this thing. I'm gonna kill her, I'm gonna kill him, I'm gonna kill him. It's like,
right, because I'm thinking, because remember when she was dying, when I guess she figured like, oh shit, I'm about to die right now. I was gonna put that as a dislike, but I go let that live. But even before that, even when they was in the house, right, even when Dante had left and she was telling I can't remember her name now, goddamn, Emily on
one of them.
Yeah, telling her that like, hey, like it's not like that, you know what I'm saying, like the flag and stuff
It's my
signifies my great granddad,
remind me of him,
stuff like that. And then Leatherface comes out of the room and she's like, no, you're a sweet boy, it's all right, I'm straight, like go back to your room, you know what I'm saying? Because I figure she knows like, oh fuck, like this is why she's been keeping him all held up and everything, because she's like, okay, like I can't control him, but I can at least take his chainsaw away and keep him locked away. So that's what I was thinking. So when she died, I was like, oh, well, I don't have nothing else to be good for. So shit.
He just snapped. He just like, oh, say, hey, buddy, snap.
I was like, oh, shit, no,
that's
breaking.
That's new.
Yeah, definitely.
Never seen that before.
And remember, we was talking, you were saying like he got a lot craftier, which makes sense now because he's done. Like the second time I watched it, I understood so much more. I was just like, even the beginning part is telling you like, oh yeah, all the murders and the different weapons and shit he would use. So he's learned over time. Like, okay, this is how I got it.
But that shit,
something I was gonna put on my dislike, but I Let It Live was when God damn. Sally, the girl who comes back from the previous movie, when she comes back and with the shotgun, yeah, with the
Artsy.
yeah, when he runs with the chainsaw and then lures her out with the chainsaw. First of all, I give you that with the people being dumb, because why the hell you gonna go find the man with the chainsaw? Why? That don't make no sense.
If a motherfucker chasing you with a fucking chainsaw, you have a shotgun in your hand.
This man was taunting her the whole interaction they had. The whole time. She's like, say you remember me.
Say my name.
He picked up the shit. He said, I'm just like, yo, what?
What shit? The fuck? You have a shotgun to his chest. Talk about, remember me? You remember me?
Okay, let's get into it.
He walked out.
Yes, let's get into it. Let's get to it. My dislike with Sally was trash. There was no point in her even being in the movie. Literally, no. The only reason they used her was to connect back to the previous one, the 2003 one, and she did nothing. Nothing.
She was worse than the girl in fucking Halloween. I was like, well,
oh my god. And I was also gonna say, like, oh my god, did we just copy Halloween? Like,
it's like, is she just too old not to do nothing? She did something, but it was just like that. Ooh, dislike.
Wait. Let me kill out Sally. Because first of all, so yeah, the thing about her, you remember Kurt, blah 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 blah. He picks up the chainsaw, walks out, and then goes back to try to kill the girls again. Did she just
let him go?
Just let him go? Second thing, let's keep going.
And they are in the fucking truck, trapped, and I'm not gonna kill him right now.
She shoots like the chainsaw or something. I'm just like, him, chainsaw. Why are you not? You came back to kill this man, and now you want to take your time. And then what happens to her? She gets fucking chainsaw through the torso, held in the air. And then she is able, chainsawed and all, she is able to pick up a shotgun, shoot it, reload the rounds, and put it to the side of her, and tell Millie or whoever, or I think this is Lila at this point, Lila, hey, he's gonna haunt you, so you gotta kill him. All right, now I'm gonna die. Cool. I'm just like, you literally have no insides right now. How are you still doing anything?
She look like fucking Goku in a damn Saiyan saga.
Oh my god.
Fucking hole all in the chest.
Literally.
Wow. I was like, how the fuck? Like, what human? What is she? What is she? She is not fucking human. Because how the fuck you have a whole, like,
a whole, and it was like, bro, he held her up, and fuck. Like, so it took out a good chunk of whatever. Yes.
Like, there was nothing, like, you could put your whole body in her shit. It was like, but you can grab a shotgun and shoot still. It's like,
no,
nothing's connected inside here. Like, all this is just guts. Just
literally
spaghetti just everywhere. I
mean, and like, then he flung her. He flung her shit after that
into the trash.
Get off my.
Threw it in the fucking trash.
Oh man,
because that's what she belonged in the trash too. Because she was trash.
She was trash. Yep. Yeah.
They made her look so badass. It was like, oh yeah, gut like damn.
And what I didn't understand was just like if I'm remembering this right, Ken, I'm gonna say this slow because if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be editing this like fuck. There was no no sign of her like having like, you know, like training or no shit like that in the previous movie. You know what I'm saying? She was just literally the girlfriend of the nigga who was going to the draft.
I think she's
So
a
I'm
sheriff.
like,
I think she's
so
like
I'm like,
I think she's like in like the police or some shit.
I'll have to see, but I don't remember her doing
None of that
shit
shit.
in that movie.
But
She was
I think
being a scared dame.
she's the fucking like one of the sheriffs. Cause she had the truck and the radio and all that shit. So I think yeah.
We'll check it. We'll see. But for what? She was still trash.
Yeah.
Literally didn't do anything.
She saw that motherfucker had the shotgun to his face and was shaking. It's like,
yo, the trigger
you wanna
halfway
kill him,
pulled
right?
and shit.
You
Literally, you've been waiting all this time for.
Lock the girls in the car. Stay inside. I'm gonna get them for you. It's like,
Yeah.
then you have a chance to get him and you just let him walk past you with a fucking chainsaw in his hands. Like,
Wait. Not when she came after the first time she shot at him after that part, and then she loaded it back up, and then that nigga took off. He said, he said, no, ma'am, it's not happening today. He said, oh shit, she for real.
She's trying to get me for real.
Oh,
Then she realized, she was like, wait, you
damn.
remember me.
Right. That shit had me fucking even though he haven't been that fast in previous movies, but I will give it to him. Leatherface, he been doing a little cardio in that orphanage, you know what I'm saying?
Was zigzagging. It was like, oh shit. Hold on.
I was like, hold on, he getting up. Another one of my dislikes. Do you remember when she was when she got hit with the mallet, when he threw the mallet at her? Oh my god. I didn't write this down, but now I'm thinking about it. The mallet didn't do shit. Like, she didn't even seem like she was hurt or nothing.
No,
her
it
ass
to that
flew
nigga head.
all the way back and broke the steps. But my dislike was, remember when she's climbing under the house, whatever, you know, he chasing her with a chainsaw. He hits the sewage pipe.
And stop.
And just all this shit just come on her face, all
And
over her. It's raining, bro. They run to the bus, and I'm like, can nobody smell the sewage on her? No. She didn't say nothing. Her sister didn't say nothing about it.
Oh, she was terrified.
Shit all over yo. Okay.
The rain just washed it all away. It was like,
literally. And they didn't tell nobody. There is a person chasing us with a chainsaw. They just got on the bus like, all right, we good.
no, what really pissed me the fuck off was the tour guy, the bank lady, the lady from the bank. She saw the nigga. Face all chopped off. Went in the bus, was like, oh, what's up? Just close the door.
Just close the door. Oh yeah, I didn't see the extent of the injury at first, like when it happened, but I was like, wait,
I thought he just got
nigga's
his
jaw.
shoulder.
Yeah, me too. It looked like, I was like, god damn, that shit was crazy. I'm like, that.
The motherfucker called. He's like, hey,
what's wrong? Where was his phone at? He should have texted or called somebody. I don't know.
I mean, it would be kind of hard to think if he was like the whole shit. And the fact that he got up, it's like, oh shit. Hey, what's wrong with your legs? Your legs hurt your face.
He still hurt. One of my biggest ones was that. So it kind of like led me to figure out that he wasn't dead when they do the whole, all right, finishing move, you know, shoot him, boom. And he's like, oh. And then she's like, let me at her, sister. And then he falls back. But like, I went back and rewinded and went back and kept rewinding, and like, I didn't see nothing happen to him. Like, you know, like no hole in his chest. No, like, did she cut his neck or did she cut his chin?
She cut the first face.
Right, like the armored first face, I was just like,
that lady's face is armor.
okay,
Teflon.
okay, yeah, I was just like,
She just uppercut him with the chainsaw.
literally, like that's all you did. I'm like, this nigga is almost superhuman. That it ain't gonna go like that. Yeah, I was just like, okay, like they could have
It was
made it
kind
a
of
little
weird. I
bit.
saw the uppercut. I was like, what was the uppercut?
I just figured she was pissed off. Yeah, she could have just stabbed straight to the torso, cut his head off, something.
It was cool, but you know, it was like,
Did look cool, but like I was just like, wait,
like,
yeah,
no
that's
blood
what
was really
that's
coming
what I'm
from.
saying. I didn't see like nothing that signified like, oh, I've been killed. It was just like, oh, I'm falling back. Okay.
And then the really funny part was like, no lie, like I thought that was really the end for some reason. And I'm texting you, I'm like, oh yeah, that end was weird. And he was like, nah, yeah, we said gotcha, bitch. I'm like, wait, what? And I keep watching. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh,
Gotcha, bitch. Bro, pulled her out the window. Out the window.
The biggest dislike,
I was like, dang.
you see your fucking sister get pulled out and you keep the fucking Tesla on slow motion and you out the window. No! No! It's like,
Okay.
bro, her car going 5 miles per hour. He could have got
I
your
agree.
ass.
Why? Yeah, why was the car going so
It's
goddamn
slow.
slow? I
Put
don't
it
know
on
how
auto
you-
drive and I guess
Yeah.
speed limit is 5 miles per hour.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was like, is it reading the speed limit? Is that slow or something?
But
I
the
didn't-
fucking, it shouldn't even have a fucking speed limit. The damn place
Yeah,
is a
it
ghost
was.
town.
Yeah. Maybe the Tesla was confused. He said, look, nigga, I don't even know. Like, is it a button to increase speed or
You
I
see
gotta-
the fucking, you see us the head just sitting there. No!
No.
Get your bitch ass back in the car. What's wrong with you?
He was look, it was going so slow. He was just gonna run up to the car.
He could have
I'ma
got
grab
it. That's why I was like, this could have been a finished movie off the rip. Everybody's dead if the nigga wasn't just started with the fucking head. He was like, ah, gotcha, bitch.
Yep. And then he said, with the head in his head, I was fucking weak. Oh, yeah. I don't understand why the Tesla was so slow.
Yeah, that shit was like, oh.
They should have did the dash the fuck up out of there.
She just hanging out the window and shit. No!
Damn. You know, well, it is not like she could turn around and go do nothing.
No, I would have just hit that gas. What is there to do?
Shit.
You
Yeah,
tried
I
to
would
hit
have
that
took it
man with
out of auto drop, obviously. Man.
You try to hit that man with a goddamn truck and missed because he threw the fucking chainsaw at you. It was like, these guys to be the stupidest motherfuckers.
Almost made my
Oh,
dislikes,
God.
but I never had no big ass chainsaw being thrown at me. And I don't know, especially in Arizona when I be driving on the highway and a rock hit my shit too hard, I'd be like, "Ooh, shit!" Oh, okay. So I can see why they flinched at that.
It ain't their car.
Yeah, it wasn't their car. Oh,
It ain't their
fuck
car.
it. And they crashed it anyway, so
You gonna whip that bitch like a rental.
I would just put my head down. Like,
Nah. Okay, after the crash, whoever
Oh,
the
car
chick is,
scene.
human as fuck. No. After the crash, the fucking pole in her leg.
That's what I'm saying. The car scene.
She gets
She's
the
stuck
pole.
in the car.
She gets the pole out of her fucking leg while all this other shit happening with Leatherface.
Mhm.
Jumps on this motherfucker's back, gets thrown, and still comes back to the fucking. It's like, you got your chest caved in with the mallet. You got shit put all on you. He almost got your ass in the bus. You had a pole in your fucking leg.
Yeah, I mean, at
And
this
you still
point,
had it.
I think they've already got rid of the pain scaling at this point with fucking Sally shooting after her insides have been ripped off. So it was no going back.
These
at that
motherfuckers
point.
not human. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, they might live because she
Also,
just can't fucking she can't catch a whip.
yeah. Also, they didn't go into. So remember they're talking to the gas station attendant when they first get there or whatever, and they find out the bus is running late. They tell him that they have a grandmother who used to live over here, but that's it. They don't ever say who the. Even when the cops, pull them over or whatever, they're like, yeah, our grandmother, and they sing the whatever the fuck they were singing. But like that was it. They never was like, oh, that's why I thought like, okay, the returning lady is their grandma and she's coming to save. Nope. Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah. Gas $5 in gas five. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Literally.
All right.
Like, or maybe if she was the lady, she turned out to be the lady who had the orphanage. You know what I'm saying? Like that would have been all right.
Something.
But yeah, they just was like, fuck your grandma.
Like, oh, all right.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
My goddamn episode.
So, like we were saying earlier, he did get a lot craftier, did get a lot smarter. I think like they did a good job of showing the evolution of him from explaining what he had did previously until showing like, oh, okay, now I can do some shit with this chainsaw. When she was running from him in the little basement part and he swung it along, I was like, oh, okay, all right.
I thought her fucking foot was gonna get chopped off.
I did too.
I was like,
I guess it just
she came out of there unscathed.
I don't know.
Huh? You just threw it to tripper. Okay.
we was watching it. We was talking about like it was like, you think he got like an electric chainsaw or is it like gas? I ain't never seen him charge or put gas to these. They just be ready to start at all times.
Yeah, the eco-friendly John.
So yeah, he figured out a good chainsaw for what he was doing as well.
I see that motherfucker at Home Depot.
Does this one need to be charged? No, this one stays alive for at least a good week.
It's forever.
20
years later, it'll still work.
No, he got the battery pack. You just take off the battery pack and go charge it up real quick. All right, I can start my killing now.
Oh my goodness. The ash is eco-friendly. You just put it outside for the stove.
Literally.
Like we discussed before, he did get a whole lot craftier. He's a lot smarter, but at the same time, the people are a whole lot stupider, which made the movie way better, I would say. Because I was like, usually typically when a black person see a movie theater, we're the main ones fucking, don't go in that room, bitch. Don't do it. So I'm sitting here watching this shit like, why the fuck? No. Why the fuck are your phone out? What are you doing? You cancel who? Like the bus scene was the funniest shit ever.
Yes.
That
I would say good shit on that shit.
That was like, because once again, I'm just watching like
these motherfuckers want to live stream. That's the problem with society. We just want to fucking live stream everything. Run. Don't stay there. What the fuck? But I bet his IG was lit after he got killed, though.
Oh, man.
No, this nigga really got killed, bro. All in the comments.
He went viral. You never knew.
Imagine you go viral after you die. Damn.
That motherfucker had 2 million followers after that shit. Man.
He went from 200 to 2 million. Didn't even get to see it.
Like, damn.
But yeah, that part was good. He just starts slicing and dicing. There's this one part where
hashtag cancel.
where Millie and Lila, when they first see Leatherface or whatever, and he slices the first person, and then one of the people fall on the ground and they like look at Lila, and it causes the flashback. Which was okay. I get that we had to establish that this character had been through some shit, but I was like, damn, That's kind of
That's some current
very
shit.
dark. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was like, shit.
Ooh, that's very current, you know.
They didn't have to
Can
go
only
there, but
imagine
they
the
went
people that
there.
survived school shooting and how they feel afterwards.
Yeah, so when they gave her the flashback, but then like look, they get into the back and hide or whatever, and you see Leatherface just go down. The nigga already down on the ground, but he just I'm just like, damn, Leatherface, like he's dead, bro. And don't get me cutting the black girl in half had me fucking weak. Cause not
As
one,
he's
like,
going out the window.
why did you just think of this? Two, you already seen he was close enough, and she just thought.
The funny thing is, she thought of that after she killed about 10 people.
Yeah, that's what
You
I
thought
said.
he-
Why
you
did
thought
you
he was
not?
going for you
We
too?
should have been breaking windows and some more shit a long time ago. Long time ago.
Like that scene with them just like beat on the hell, man. Who you calling for? Who you going for?
Okay, and I'm not saying
Okay.
I'm not saying that we could take out a person with a chainsaw and come out like untouched. I'm not saying.
Nobody is.
But there was a good amount of people. At some point, if we look, it's gonna be casualties. We gotta get that through our head. Hey, look,
I'm gonna get.
as
I'm not
long
gonna fight
as-
the motherfucker. I'm gonna get past them. I'm not
I'm
fighting.
going. If 3 people grab the chainsaw and 2 people grab this other arm, we be straight. We'll be all right. Somebody grab around his neck, choke the nigga out. We will be all right. There was enough people on that bus for them to have tried something. But I
My
get it.
thing,
I totally
was
get
hoping
it.
The chainsaw
I
fucking
totally
like,
get it.
run out of gas.
Go on.
Stop. Yeah.
You want to get killed by his hands? Then I'd rather take the chainsaw. He not gonna beat my.
Oh, yeah,
ass
he-
dead.
Yeah, but then again, you gotta think. No normal person is gonna go and just shit.
Just
Millie
good,
fucking
nigga.
choking
Yeah.
his ass off,
It was good. nigga.
choking him. So
It was worth
nobody,
it.
like it's the same guy that literally just took the guy's hands, snap.
That's what I'm saying. Out of fear, like seeing that fear at first, like yeah, I probably wouldn't think like, oh, we need to get this nigga. But after like, was like, okay, we can't escape or nothing. Like, y'all, we gotta try something. Like, while somebody getting their ass sawed, I'm gonna hop over the seat and I'm fucking out the front of the bus, straight like that.
I'm in that party bus and I see, I'm looking at who's taking out their fucking phones. Like, okay, y'all motherfuckers get sacrificed.
Imagine we like, hey, like, you hear that? Everybody taking off. What happened? Oh shit. It's a nigga in the front of the bus with a chainsaw. Yeah, that's all you would have had to say. Go. There,
Like
nothing
if,
else for us
if
to
you
talk
if
about.
you're just watching that, and then he goes in the little club area. He's hitting. And he's like,
He said, "Oh, y'all in VIP in this motherfucker." Huh? Hey.
don't do nothing. Don't do nothing serious. Don't do nothing crazy. You'll get cancer, buddy. It's like
He
I
said-
would have saw that shit in the back. Like, oh, you're getting sacrificed.
That part had me
I'm
weak.
getting out of here.
He said, "Try anything and you're canceled, pal." Leatherface said, "I don't give
Cancel
a
these
fuck."
nuts.
Right.
I was trying to look at the comments in the fucking on the fucking phone. I couldn't see it.
Same.
I'm pretty sure it's oh shit.
Oh, fuck that nigga dead.
That party's lit, bro.
That nigga dead. Nigga dead. Nigga dead.
Like, yeah, he definitely viral. He on the news. IG.
Going back to the crash at the beginning after the lady dies, him breaking that nigga's wrist, I was just like, you know, it wasn't just like a, you know, it was like a like all the way off. I'm like, yo,
Like
what
the meat off the bone.
And then he stabs you with it. Don't break my wrist and then stab me with this. Just kill me normally, please.
Made me kill myself.
Oh shit! And then shot the sheriff. Where did he shoot the sheriff at?
In
Did
the
you
like,
see? Was it in the
I would
neck?
say like the shoulder or the head.
Okay. I wanted to say shoulder, but he was like incapacitated immediately after that. And he started fucking spitting out blood. So I was like, if he got shot in the shoulder, he started spitting out blood, which I didn't get. That's why I was thinking he got shot in the neck.
Yeah.
That made him But he came back to life after the crash. I'm like, sir, you're dead. But we already established that the pain scale is off in the movie. So
Yeah. After crashing, getting
Yeah.
getting shot and crashing.
yeah, everybody has superhuman powers. Let's go with that.
It's like, oh, but he smacked the fuck out of it. He was like, oh, you alive? Mink. It's like, oh, he dead now.
I'm trying to figure out who got done the worst, but the mechanic did get it pretty bad, and he
Kinda got the
he-
worst, bro.
he just
had no
came.
head.
He was just trying to help, bro. He just
had no
came to
head.
see what was
Bro,
happening, man.
He bent his leg.
Oh,
Like,
the
yeah, he
whole
had the
other
worst.
way. His leg was holding up gang signs. I was like, oh.
he had,
And then-
motherfucker had some heart though. He was just like,
Right, he saw her under the shit. Let me put the keys down so she'll know. He said, did you just put some keys down so somebody will figure it out? I'm like, oh my God.
yeah, he did take that keys. But he's like, he saw him and was like, "Let me get your keys, bro."
I'm probably gonna die, so take these.
Bruh, he smashed his head in. Like, it was
Hope
nothing.
smashed this shit. Oh my God.
Nothing. I was like, ooh, and it's showing it too. I was like, look at that head be gone.
I like that they hid the chainsaw on the wall. At first, when he was breaking it down, I'm like, okay, now we're just tearing up the house. Is that what we do? But now I understood that was why she was like, stay out of my room. You know what's in there. But she put that motherfucker in the wall. He said, I just been
found that
thinking
motherfucker
about
too.
this motherfucker. Yeah. Can you imagine it was like, being a kid and your parents leave the house, you go in their room. Technically went in there looking for his chainsaw. I know this in here.
But what fucked me up was it didn't connect with me. So I'm just sitting there watching this shit. I'm just like, what the fuck is he doing?
Thought he had a passageway somewhere. I was like, oh, this is where he hides the bodies or some shit.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what the fuck is he making up his face? And he's just like,
Oh yeah.
he's like, what the fuck is he doing?
I'm going out.
Motherfucker found the dress and shit.
He started sniffing it and shit. I'm like, oh, Leatherface has always been weird. But I like that part also because it goes back to the pretty lady variation of Mortal Kombat of him wanting to be pretty because everybody always said he was ugly. So he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna take your face, and now I'm the pretty one, which is why
He took the old lady's face and the wife bitch is just dead.
Yeah, I would have took her. Yeah, you're right. I
Yeah.
would have took the young
It's like-
lady's face.
The young, pretty white girl face.
And
He's like, no, I'm just gonna
he's
kill you, bitch.
wearing the dude at the gas station. He was like, let me call this. Remember you told me to call you if you ever heard him being back. Like, oh, this nigga. You got her killed. Leatherface disabling the bus. That was pretty cool. I'll give it to him. Because at first I was like, what the hell did this nigga do to, disable a bus?
Engine.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wanted to say that he like cut the
Took out the
wheels.
tires, maybe.
Yeah, but like aren't like bus wheels like reinforced or something? I don't know.
I'm
I think in the Jeepers Creepers when he threw the little shuriken and the lady was like, what the fuck? These are like, bus wheels. They don't get like poppies. I don't know.
It was just weird. It was like,
But it was
that
cool.
nigga,
that
like,
he was like,
like
oh,
he,
y'all gonna
like,
run.
He's so smart. Like, hold
Okay.
on, where the gas at?
right. Aim for it. This motherfucker been in the mechanic shit, learned it about cars and shit.
He's an expert.
Oh,
Goddamn.
bet I know what to do. every every time we do the dislikes and then the likes, I feel like then the rates get better. But when we do it vice versa, then I feel like they get worse.
Yeah, it goes left.
So if I had to rate this, I will go ahead and say this. I like the movie. I actually like this movie. I came into it like, oh, here we, actually, you know what? It was Scream that did it for me. After watching Scream, I was just like, oh, horror movies are done. Reboots are just gonna ruin. It's over. But thank you, Texas Chainsaw. Y'all got my hope, brought my hope back because it wasn't a bad movie, and you know, being continuous from the other one, that was really cool too. So I will give it 8. I was gonna go 8.5. I'm not that good movie.
I agree. It's a good movie. It was a good movie. I have this mental conflict in my head. The only thing I can really think about is, was Leatherface just smarter in this film, or was everybody else just dumber?
Or both.
Because he was doing some clever shit, but it was just the stupidness. Going down the line of all these people, I'm just looking, I'm like, these motherfuckers. Is this how people are in Texas?
I'm still comparing it to Scream though. These motherfuckers knew. They knew about the killing, knew about how it works, knew about everything.
Is movie was based on that shit, and he watched all the movies.
So,
but
it's not topping Scream for me because,
bro, nah. You see a 6 foot something man with a chainsaw, and you take out your motherfucking phone.
That is the world we live in. I don't got some shit. I watch it on Instagram next.
You would have heard me. What the fuck y'all doing? Get this nigga.
That's it.
So like, I just that was my main conflict with it. I'm gonna give it a 7. It was good. It was good. It was a lot of people shitted on it. I guess because
I've seen a lot of good stuff. I was surprised.
I've seen people shit like I think IGN shitted on it. There's some people that shitted on the film. I've seen a lot of shit. So I was just like, I went into it like, oh, okay, this is about to be a shitty reboot. And it was like, I thought, Leatherface is fucking creative on this one.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. He ain't fucking, like, he ain't do nothing with faces, but, you know, well, besides my man's.
Yeah, but and he did the little shrine thing too. He like set up the lady body with her face all ripped off. Mm-hmm. I thought they took that from Jason, but I let it live.
Yeah. So yeah, nice little 7.5. Like Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 31%.
Like they don't like
50% like this movie Google users. Like is like you know,
that's fair.
This is a lot of hate, but this was a good, I would say a good film.
A good read. Pre-read, after, boot. So
yeah, IGN gave it a 5 out of 10. So it was just like, eh. So I'm watching the reviews and comments on IGN. I'm like, okay, this was pretty, all right. Let me watch it.
It's about to be a shit show.
Yeah.
There was some shit in the show, though.
Did you like telling me about it? I was like, damn, people are gonna be shitting this movie. I don't really know. Like, this might be a one we actually agree on hating on. And it's like, oh, this is pretty good. But the ending took it for me. The ending was like, oh.
The ending was, hey, do you think it would have been better if it was like a mid-credit scene? I think it would have been a little bit better.
It would have been hilarious.
But I don't know
if mid-credit shit.
Yeah, I don't know if people would stay that interested in it, especially because after them everybody looking like they was trying to kill him. Yeah, people would probably
like, oh, he's dead. All right, let's go home.
Right. All right. Cool. So yeah, good movie, good shit. Netflix. I give this one to you. Good movie.
It was so funny. It made it better. Like, oh, these motherfuckers are retarded, but okay.
They gonna die. Yeah, after they figured out they didn't have the deed, I was like, oh, he gonna kill you. Ooh,
You
ooh,
knew, like,
ooh.
it was funny as hell when she was like, I'm sorry, we killed your mother. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
we
yeah.
killed your mother. I'm
She's
really
like,
sorry.
he's gonna kill me. Just go. Just go. She's like, before you kill me, I'm sorry about your mom. All right, we didn't mean to do all that. He said,
We didn't know.
mhm,
He's like, I will kill you slowly for apologizing.
I know he was slowly putting it up to the window.
Who's gonna kill you? Who's gonna kill you?
This is for mother.
So she got me winning. She killed every mother.
Oh, fuck yeah. He is happy as fuck at the end. Yeah. Go tell your mama about it. Send me,
That
bitch.
motherfucker nose rocket over the head.
Yeah. With the chainsaw. Like,
I told y'all don't get this bitch.
don't come up in my hood with that weak ass shit. That's
Come
what's
get
going
your sister. Yeah.
on me. Like, dang.
Man. Yeah, like it was a good film. Sad, it was a good film. I don't know why people. I know why people shit on it, but if you looked at the kills, you looked at how fucking clever Leatherface got, and how stupid motherfuckers were in the horror film,
It worked.
there's not gonna be any more new horror films. There's not. Unless Kate.
That's what that's what I'm saying. It's hard, like right now, to just bring out a monster or something that nobody has ever heard about would be hard to compete with somebody just being like, oh, well, I already know Texas Chainsaw. I'll go see that before I go see something new.
Shit, real life is a horror film now. So yeah, this shit going on, fucking 3-year pandemic. So thanks for watching, you guys. Another reaction review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Same movie.
TCM.
TCM. Like, comment, subscribe, share it.
Sure to
Little bell on the right. Press that motherfucker so you're notified when the videos drop.
Whichever side is on.
Facebook. Just like it, man. Just tell us what you think if you watch it. I would say go see it. It's on Netflix. You could just
Definitely.
be at home chilling.
Turn it off if you
So-
want to.
Definitely a vibe. I wouldn't suggest Netflix and chill, but you know, no, I wouldn't.
In the beginning, you gonna want to watch. You ain't gonna know what's happening if you don't watch.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So
You right.
like you really, that's gonna be a movie where you get no ass. So
Leave the cheeks till the end of the movie. Just wait
actually
till the
watch
end of
the
the movie.
film. It's not that long of a movie.
Right, exactly. Cheeks will be there.
So just might fight with it a little bit, warm her up.
Yeah, 1 minute left. Roleplay is important.
But yes, once again, thanks for watching. More videos on the way. Hell of a videos. And we'll be back. Y'all be easy.
We're recording.